Keep going, Scott. But it's time to record.
All right, welcome back to the Lake Podcast. As always, you have myself, Hunter, Jared, and Jordan. So, you got dogged last week by my dad because you weren't here.
Really?
Hard.
What did he say?
He was like, Jordan sucks. He's been replaced. Fired. Gone. It was great.
Where's he at now?
Fired. Gone.
You had to bring in the backup co-host.
All reliable.
Yeah, we told him Matt didn't want to be seen on camera after he already did one on camera. And then we brought in Jordan. And then, yeah. He's like, well, Matt's a good kid, but, he's got some problems. I was like, yeah, I mean, not wrong.
Yep, I hung out with them on Saturday for most of the day.
What were you
I
guys
know.
up to?
After Ohio,
I was thinking,
I was watching Ohio State game and I just left because we were losing. I'm like, I can't watch this no more. This is stressing me out.
yeah.
And wish I would have kept my words to myself because I know some Michigan people, but they're the one-hit wonder team. They haven't won since 2011.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a bunch of drunk Michigan fans came in from Condado or Yard House, that other bar over in Crocker. They were like, yeah, we're kicking Ohio State. In my head, I'm like, probably for like a little bit, we'll probably come back. But I was like, oh yeah, it happens.
I was gonna say something. It was about the Ohio State game, but no, it wasn't about the Ohio State game. It was about the Browns game. We made history on Sunday. You want to know what that history was?
I'd like to know, yes.
We are the first team ever to keep a team under 17 points, have 4 interceptions, 1 sack, and still lose a game.
I don't like that kind of
I'm just letting you know. And mind you, it was just week 12. We're gonna go into a bye week now but then, Miles Garrett still has 4 more weeks, and he's half a sack away from breaking the Browns' all-time leading sack record.
Damn.
And he still leads the league in most sacks this year.
Good, he better.
Yeah, 14. It was just week 12. That's more than 1 a game.
Exactly.
I think he's, I don't remember who he's tied with, but I think he's tied with someone for having averaged at least 1 sack a game for his career. I don't know who it is, but I think he is. No, I could be wrong, but I believe he is. Or they were saying that, Miles Garrett's on track to do that.
I still find it cool, his Halloween decorations, gravestones with all the players he's sacked.
Yeah. Well, that was players that he was going to sack this year. Mac Jones was a rookie. Has he sacked him yet? No. Did he sack him? I believe he did. Justin Herbert, we never played did we play him last year? The Chargers? I don't know. It was a basic cut.
No, I don't think we did.
So then he would have never sacked him either. Hopefully they have a Christmas miracle though.
Yeah.
The Packers need to go down, and we need to win. At least 4 out of our, I believe, next 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you think our future is going to be with the balance of Baker playing or not playing, or putting in
playing
Chase?
Yeah, I think what's going to happen is if we don't make the playoffs this year, Baker's going to get forced to have the surgery to be able to sign the contract, like for them to offer him a contract. And then what's going to happen is he's going to have a surgery and he'll be out for a season, and Case Keenum's going to come in. Because that shoulder surgery isn't any joke.
Yeah.
He's going to be out for a while.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to draft another quarterback that
We do not need another quarterback.
Yeah, that's
we
not
need
gonna fix the team.
We need a wide receiver core.
Yeah.
How does I swear to God, Minnesota has gotten in the past 3 drafts 2 amazing wide receivers. Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen.
Mm-hmm.
They went right by us, and we don't pick them up, but we go to the 3rd round and pick up a wide receiver.
Because they like to pick up quarterbacks for no reason.
But they're like worried about like our defensive line. They picked up a defensive lineman in round 2, I think. What the hell do we need defense right now for?
Right.
Or defense.
No, they picked up a corner or safety. The hell do we need that for right now?
Yeah.
We need an O-line.
No, our O-line is the
Pretty
best
decent.
O-line in the league. Our O-line is the best O-line in the league, and that's why we are the number 1 running team by almost doubling the second team. The second team is the Ravens. Theirs is like 88 yards per game. We're at 156 yards per game.
Damn.
Because we have a great O-line and Nick Chubb and then Kareem Hunt. So if we need anything right now, we need a wide receiver core that can actually run a route. And the problem with Baker is that he's 6'1" and can't see over a 6'7" lineman.
Yeah.
So what I think is going to happen is, ultimately, this is what I'm going to think happened. We got rid of Odell, so we have cap space right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers on his last year of his contract, but he doesn't want to retire. He also doesn't want to play in Green Bay anymore. I think we'll give him a solid deal. He'll come to the Browns. Baker will sit behind him, and Aaron Rodgers will play this upcoming season while Baker's had his surgery and recovering. Ultimately, that's what I think is going to happen. Will it happen? Probably not.
Yeah.
Because I believe also, can you look this one up? I believe Brady is on his last contract with the Bucks, like his last year, because I think he only had a 2-year contract with them. And I don't think he's signed an extension yet. He wants to play 1 more year until he's 45. And he kind of hinted at that it's too warm. He wants to go back to the cold. So I know he's not going to the Pats, but I mean Detroit, Cleveland. I wouldn't even say the Bills because the Bills have Josh
Minnesota.
Allen. What?
Minnesota.
Yeah, like he can come here. Tom Brady can come here and teach him a few things.
Brady originally signed a 2-year deal with the Buccaneers worth $50 million. So he is in the last year of his original contract in 2021, but he signed an additional 1-year extension to add $25 million more to the deal.
So he did. I didn't know if he did or not. All right. Well, screw that idea about Brady.
But I already know if, like, when Baker gets that surgery and he's out, everyone's going to be like, just ditch him. We don't need him.
No, the city loves Baker.
So many people are like, he's not our franchise quarterback. That's not what a franchise quarterback would do. Dude, he's banged up. What? You want Superman out there?
Well, I mean, there was Super Cam for a while.
He can get fucked. He's not in the Browns.
Well, he's back in Carolina.
Didn't they lose his first game?
No, they beat the Cardinals.
Let's look this up.
His first game back in Carolina, he lost. But his first game back was against the Cardinals and they won. Let alone, that's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right? Like, they're not a bad team. But he's also been taking away all the points from Christian McCaffrey. Screwed me over. So someone stealing my truck.
No, that sounded like a Ford bank.
Oh. There was a little Volkswagen following me today, and it was like I'd be going like 30, going up and over the hills through the back roads and stuff, and it'd be like flying up on my ass, and then like I would just go vroom, and then like just take my time with it, and then I made a turn and they went straight and they went like flying. I was like, little piece of shit.
You could get the ticket. Yeah, on my way here, a hatchback Volkswagen was trying to race me.
Yeah, it was a hatchback.
Did it have yellow lights on it?
No, it was all black with that red pinstriping around the bottom of it.
I don't know. I couldn't see. It was dark, but wonder if it was the same person.
Probably not.
Probably
I
not.
knew who the other guy was. I knew who that Volkswagen behind me was.
But
What are you looking up?
Sports Center said that Cam Newton's game against the Dolphins was historically bad.
Oh yeah.
well,
Well, hold on. Can we talk about this really quick? I didn't get to watch the game, but I listened to the game, and the announcers were very for the Ravens. Very. Talking all the records about the Ravens, everything about the Ravens. In my head, I'm like, those are like the old Browns.
Yeah.
Like, that team originated from Cleveland. Fuck off. Like,
Honestly, when those two play against each other, it's like, all right, that's Spider-Man.
yeah.
Mirrored image.
And I'm like, but they're talking so much about the Ravens, and like the Ravens are so good this year. The Ravens are this, the Ravens are that. The Ravens are number one in the AFC. The Ravens this, the Ravens that. And I'm like, is this game gonna be fixed? Like, I had a feeling that like, just from like before the game even started, how the announcers were talking, was like, there's something that's gonna happen today, and it's not gonna go well for us. Make me mad, but
Are we playing them at a
Hold
home
on.
next week?
But can we talk about how the Ravens played the Dolphins and lost?
Oh, fuck.
The Dolphins were 1-7
yeah.
or 2-7, and now are 3-7 or 4-7 after playing Carolina. The Dolphins. They lost to the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah, that game was definitely fixed then.
How did they beat us when they lose to a team like that? And he threw 4 interceptions. How do they lose to us? I
Because of the
don't
rules.
get it. Well, and then there were a lot of dumb calls that happened, but whatever. The other thing is that I'm thinking that just the league hates Cleveland, because how did we lose the Steelers that bad?
Right.
I don't know what is happening this year, but they are putting Cleveland in such like Cleveland used to be horrible. They're going to go back there. Like, they're trying to force us into a hole where so we can't come out of it. And I'm like, it's not that we don't have bad players. We have a good roster team where our coaching is not horrible. I mean, it's not like the best coaching I've ever seen.
Right.
Some games I'm like, wow, that was a pretty smart play. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know why you would do that.
Right.
So there's that, but I'm like, I don't see how we're getting out coached. I don't see it. I don't see how we're getting outplayed.
Right.
Our corners are keeping up with every single wide receiver in the league. Our corners were keeping up with Tyreek.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's the fastest one in the league. How we're not getting beat that bad? Like, on the defensive side, like, but we come out last week and miss a kick. How?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel something feels off.
I can tell you right now, it's probably like all the, what is it? like owners betting money, and they're like, hey, if you don't miss that kick, or if you miss that kick, I'll give you 20 million.
There's side deals that go on, but not 20 million.
Well, something like that. You know what I mean.
But because the owners, most of these owners are people that have like so much money that they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So they get to a point where they're like, nothing is entertaining to them anymore. So they start making like random bets and stuff, and like because it's entertaining to them then.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, now we're losing.
And they just laugh about losing 20 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, if you just want to waste money like that, just donate to me.
Right. You can find my Cash App at.
I just feel like I'm like, why is there? I just feel like it's nothing going our way this year. Nothing.
Yeah, at all.
I mean, injuries after injuries after injuries, and we're still hanging into almost all of our games, and sometimes just barely winning them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, the one game that when I was like, this isn't gonna be a good year, was the Chargers game, week 3. I was like, we're up over 20 points, and we still lose. We've got one of the best defenses in the league.
Right.
How? And then they're like, whoa, it's Justin Herbert. Like, he's a really good quarterback. I'm like, but in college, like, I'm like, Baker and Justin Herbert have played each other, and every time they played, Baker won. Like, it's not just that. We had so many bad calls in a lot of our games that we lost. It's like, this is just weird, because you watch another game, like, I think, like, when I was watching, I don't want to say the Cowboys and Chiefs because they just played horrible, but, like, when I watch Green Bay versus anyone, like, they don't have, like, when I watch Green Bay versus the Cardinals, amazing game, but it was never, like, 100 calls.
Right.
It was, they played each other, and Green Bay was the superior team.
Yeah, no matter who we play, 100 calls coming your way.
How did we forget how to count? We had 12 men on the field, 5 minutes later, 12 men on the field. Or are they just like, oh no, fuck, we're going to blow the whistle now? Like,
or I forgot what game it was.
No, this past week too. The Ravens had a fake punt and snapped the ball before the whistle was blown that, like, all right, you guys can play. And they only got, like, a 5-yard penalty. Like, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a turnover.
Yeah.
On a 4th down. Because you lose your down is what I thought. But they just got a 5-yard penalty and a do-over.
I forgot what game it was, but ref threw a flag, and he was like, yeah, actually there was no call.
That happened on this past game too.
Resume
play.
Yeah. The fuck you throw a flag for then?
They do that a lot in our games.
And I swear they just make shit up too. They'll throw a flag just to throw it and be like, all right, fuck Cleveland over. All right, what are we doing this time?
Sometimes I see them when they throw a flag and then they go, and like our defense on the field, they'll go defensive pass interference, and we're getting pulled to the ground.
Yeah. Because
our corners are covering them, our safeties are covering them, but they're giving us a defensive interference. Or we'll be out on the field offense and we'll get an offensive pass interference, but the defense is pulling out our arm. I swear to God.
Or like all the calls that should be called against the defense when we're on offense, yet they're not called.
Yeah, I know. There was so many neutral zone infractions this year. I was like, how was that not called?
Right. I wish there was a way you could threaten the refs and be like, if you don't fucking call it right, you're done.
Never will.
Just go to the field one day, put a gun to one of their heads, call it fucking right, or I know where you live, and I will find your family.
And you're holding up a water gun.
man just threatened a fucking ref, and it's gonna be put on YouTube.
Hey, I'm sure like the rest.
I
of the
have no
Browns
association
nation,
with him.
Neither
I'm
do
sure the
I.
rest of like the Browns fans can agree to that.
I don't.
Yeah, because you're on camera and being recorded.
Hold on. Even off camera, not going on the internet, I'm not gonna go and say out loud, I wish I can go put a gun to that guy's head to force him to call the game right. I would even say it off camera. Not even on camera. I would not say it off camera, let alone you saying it on camera. Like,
Someone put this dude in a medical institution.
You just want them to call it right for once.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go threaten a guy in the middle of 50,000 fans.
When you do it beforehand.
Yeah, when security is all there. You're gonna get through there? Good luck, my guy. We have these conversations all the time, and you're like, well, I'll do it. No, Hunter, it doesn't work.
It's like when
We have to think realistically.
It's like when in the past, when you were doing stuff for the army, Hunter was like, "We ever gonna kidnap you?"
I know. I was like, hold on, you're not getting on the base. Let alone, even if you do get on the base.
We'll form a system of tunnels that run underneath.
Yeah, and I'm saying if you didn't get on the base somehow, some way, you understand they have fighter jets. Like, how in the world?
I was like, I exclude myself from this.
Like,
You're gonna run an F-18. It's not happening.
underground.
You're not the A team. You're about like the E team.
I was gonna say the Z. The fuck.
Z team.
He's not even on the alphabetical order. He's on the number order. That's after the alphabet.
I'll form a team. I'll get a van. Make our own theme song too.
Who?
I don't know. There's psychos on Craigslist, I think. Your face.
I have no association with Hunter. Is it A?
Yeah.
Hunter A. Hogan. I have no association with Hunter A. Hogan.
All right, welcome to Hunter's podcast. I don't know who these guys are.
Officer, that he did it.
Check the prints.
Oh, of course, blame the Mexican.
I didn't do anything. Hold on. I'm a American citizen that is in the army. I didn't do anything.
My record's clean.
I'm just a welder.
I'll make lift trucks, man.
Yeah, that guy who took the turtles. I still feel bad for them from time to time. Because I walk in to...
Well, you just want to change the subject from you being a psychopath.
Well, no, I also want to talk about this. So I walk in, and he has this big tank with one of those, like, not turtles, lizards you see on, like, National
water
Geographic.
monitors.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Just sitting in the living room, and he's got 3 cats, and they're kind of looking at me like, oh, someone new! Okay.
Yeah.
And then
probably.
we go down a hallway,
Surprised it wasn't a host of ours house.
open the door, I walk in, and it's tank.
Is he
big
saying
tub.
tink or tank?
Tank.
I think he tink.
Tink, tink. Like you shoot a BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk into a room, and he's shooting me. So
There
then,
we go again.
Back to walk in the room, but I got shot. Oh my God, Hunter.
so we go in, and
He's
he's
the
like,
one. Hold on. He's the one kid that's like, you know, in like 10, 12 years old. Like, he's like, see, I like. Hold on. Like, he's taking like the lightsaber. Like, you know, I cut your arm off. You go, and then Hunter would be like, no, you didn't. I'm invincible. I'm Superman.
No, that'd be you. I'd be the one like, bitch, I killed you.
But I'm saying Hunter is like the one that's like, no, that's not how it works. No. I shot you. Like, you didn't have a gun. What?
So I go in and he's like, hey, can you close the door behind you? And at first I was like, this is how I die. He's gonna like kill me and feed me to like all these exotic pets. So we closed the door.
And mind you, he didn't tell anyone he was doing this.
Jordan knew.
I knew. It's my coworker.
Oh, okay.
So closed the door and he like picks him up and he's like, oh man, I haven't had these since I was a kid, and like puts them in the tank. The big turtle that like tried to eat the other ones, he's trying to eat a log that he's got in there. You just see him like, ah. I'm like, dude, you'd think I starved them. Granted, I only fed them like once a day in the morning. So they were probably a little hungry. But yeah, I kind of felt bad leaving them there because it's like, they were Leos.
Yeah, but Leo didn't even want them.
No. So after my dad picks them up so they stay here for Thanksgiving, Leo walks in and he's like, where are the turtles? Liam, yeah, hey, where are the turtles? I was like, I took them to a farm upstate. And they were like, oh. And I was like, don't worry, there's a bunch of other turtles up there. They're having a great time. Oh, okay.
That makes it sound like you killed them.
Yeah, like.
Why would you say that?
It's like you gotta put your dog down. Oh, we gave him to
the farm upstate.
The farm upstate. Blah blah blah. Like, cause just one few years back.
Cause they used them for herding sheep.
Cause I knew this German Shepherd. He actually attacked like the son or the owner's son. So they would put him down, and they're like, oh, we gave him to like a training program, blah blah blah. They put the dog down. Then
damn.
I'm like,
I wish my mom told me that when she killed Coco. Never even told me the dog was sick. The 19th. No, hold on. I came back on when the 10th, right? On the 9th, she put it down of December, and I came back home on the 10th of December. It was fucked. I'm sorry, continue.
Then I'm like, alright, so I'm not believing anybody that, we had to take the dog to this so they can get trained and it's going to go to a lovely family.
Bro, so...
Well, really quick. And then he shows me he has dwarf caiman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I hope they don't share a tank. My little turtles will go up to him like, what's up, bitch? Try to bite him, and then the caiman's like, the fuck are you doing? Ah!
You know what caiman are, right?
No.
They're like little alligators.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
So, when I was younger, we had like, I don't know how many goldfish, but a bunch of goldfish. Mind you, I still had a cat at the time. So we had a bunch of goldfish and a cat.
I think I know where this is going.
So, like, occasionally I'd come home from my mom's house and there'd be no goldfish in the tank. I'd be like, Dad, what happened to the goldfish? He goes, oh, they're just, I gave them a bath. I took them to the spa, gave them a bath. They'll be in there tomorrow. All right. He goes, I have to pick them up tomorrow, and I'll put them in there in the evening. Okay, all right. Next day, then there's brand new goldfish. Mind you, the one time I caught my cat swatting in the tank to eat the goldfish, and I'm like, he's just playing with them. I was like, how gullible was I?
The cat, fucking come here. Literally, nature doing what nature does. Aw, look how cute.
Credit to your dad for being a good dad, getting you new goldfish.
Every time, too.
Yeah,
He only did it twice, then he was like, alright. The goldfish has been getting eaten by the cat, alright? Oh, really?
You're shitting me. Are you serious?
I thought that was a spa.
Where's this made up spa then, Dad? A cat's stomach.
So
It's a
he's like, we're getting rid of these goldfish. All right. So then my mom got a tank in her house, and we got tadpoles,
Oh.
and we were gonna let them grow up into frogs and stuff. So, you know, I would see her every now and like once on Thursday and then on the weekend. And you know, every weekend I would come and look over and see if they grew a little bit or not. And you know, the one time like one was getting kind of big, and then like it was like 2 weeks until I saw her. And then I came back because it was like some holiday, and I spent that holiday with my dad. And came back, and then there was that one was gone, and it was smaller. And she goes, "Well, no, it's always been that size." What?
Did you guys have a cat over there too?
No, I just think she didn't feed him one day.
Oh.
She probably forgot about him because, mind you, they were in my brother and I's room.
Yeah.
So she probably just forgot about him.
Your dad. Yes, I'll be dropping him off around 4. Okay. Goes in your room, make sure everything's taken care of.
Shit.
Oh God. Mike, can you stop at the store really quick?
She wasn't with Mike yet.
Note to self: stop at pet store.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think we got rid of those frogs a little later then too. Yeah.
You with like water animals.
No, they never really survived.
No wonder why you don't have any right now.
No, I got a dog, and that's all I need, huh?
Yeah, once I'm out of
You
here,
want another dog?
Hello? Go on, talk. Hello?
Are we still recording?
Yeah,
I hope
so
What was I gonna say?
I'm still doing the podcast.
I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh.
So I have a dog, and then I got another dog, but that's all I got.
they had two separate houses.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I only remember your French bulldog
It's a Boston Terrier.
or Boston Terrier. Blah, 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 blah.
It's got the pug face, but not the body. All right.
And the pug mentality too.
It's not like Dean.
Poor Dean.
Try sleeping with.
I'd rather not.
Hey man, bit me as I'm walking out of your house. Why would I try and sleep with him?
I hate when he gets
I'm talking
close
about
to me
all
in
of them.
general.
Well, now you've got like 7 more.
Well, 9 altogether. But the 4 we are not keeping.
Ooh.
Oh, you got someone to buy him?
Not yet, but we're getting there.
All right, so you have 9 dogs right now.
Yes,
Man,
but
I
they're
thought my
not.
neighbor
They're not.
had a lot.
They're not ready to be like
Sent out.
sent out yet.
I thought it was like 2
Still
weeks.
packaging and
No.
handling.
No, they have to be with the mom for 8 weeks.
Alrighty then.
But it feels like I had the puppies for like 6 months now. Feels
Yeah,
like
right.
forever. But
Is that dog getting fixed now?
I hope so.
Or
I'm
you
tired-
don't need any more Deans running around.
Right.
I know
Trying to
Dean.
make more Deans.
I know Dean didn't do the deed, but I'm saying you don't need any Deans running around.
Because if we're having another litter, I'm keeping a puppy. I don't care what my mom says.
Yeah, just give one away, like one of the big ones, and keep a puppy. So that the others are like
Give Dean away.
Alright, so when we had our last litter,
Dean in the car. What the fuck's going on?
so when we had our last litter, we just got Dean.
Wait, you only had 1 in your last litter?
No. So we had 3 in the last litter,
Oh.
but we just like got Dean around the same time we had the puppies.
Oh.
Yeah, so because he was a rescue dog. So Dean, he was so bad, like jumping on the table and peeing all over the place, pooping all over the place. We almost got rid of him so we could keep a puppy. I mean, wish we would have did that.
Especially when now he's like the guard of the door. Where you going? Oh, you're not leaving. Out.
He never used to do that back then. I don't know what like
Snapped.
Like
It's
he thinks he's
Dean,
a,
I mean,
he thinks he's a Rottweiler.
Right.
I mean, he runs into things like he is.
Like today I seen some on Facebook said some my pug is an asshole, but that's okay. So I tagged my mom. I was like, this is Dean.
So, have you seen those TikToks where they have like, I don't remember what the song is, but then they have like all their dogs like running around the corner running at them,
Oh yeah.
and they're like in slow motion.
It's like that din 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 din.
He can
din,
do this
din,
with his
din.
9 pugs now.
Oh yeah.
And Dean needs to lead the pack because Dean's gonna run around the corner, hit the wall, and then everyone else is gonna run by him, and he's gonna go in slow motion, try and run up.
Like you ever see like
He's just gonna run and slide.
yeah, I was gonna say like slow
Tokyo
motion, like
drift.
they're running so fast around a corner, they're just like Nate run into the couch.
Yeah, my dog used to do that.
I mean, we were playing with the puppies last night, and we were in.
Are they with the other dogs now? Is what I want to know.
I mean, yeah, they were playing with the other dogs and
Okay.
stuff. So we were down in the family room area with the patio doors, and the one puppy just full charges into the window.
Oh,
all you hear is.
And I gotta get out of here. I need to get.
It wasn't even like a loud dump either. It was just like. Doop.
they go outside and go to the bathroom.
Huh?
They go outside and go to the bathroom.
No, they go on a pad.
Oh,
That would suck.
you gotta teach them all of them to go outside.
Those dogs
Get
are
Dean
so,
to teach him.
Those dogs are so spoiled. Like when you take them for a walk, there's like a little.
Dean pisses himself. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's like a little puddle on the sidewalk. They would literally like walk all the way around. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are backwards.
Then the fuck is this?
Yeah, we don't
Go
take
around.
we don't take them for walks no more because they sound like they're dying. You're like,
How are you supposed to walk 9 dogs?
no,
Especially when they're pugs.
no,
They can't breathe to begin with.
no, because my mom
Sounds
only
like they need to take a decongestant.
my mom takes a few at a time. So, but I'm like, no, I'm not taking the dog for a walk because I'm not carrying the fat pug the whole time.
You're
around
not
the
carrying
block.
Dean.
That dude's too fat.
You can
What are you
put Dean on a
feeding him?
diet.
My mom fills up the food bowl all day long, so they just pick through
Wait.
the day.
Yeah, they only have one bowl.
Yeah, so they just.
They share one bowl.
Yeah.
No wonder Dean's so hungry.
Right.
Yeah, he eats all the food.
It's Chloe, right? She's pretty small.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
probably
she's
gets like
my-
one bite out of the whole
she's
thing,
my
and Dean's
favorite.
like, "All right, that's enough."
Dean,
What?
Dean. Chloe.
No, when they.
What?
Spare some food.
The funny thing is, when they eat, they stand in a line and they grab a mouthful of food and they walk away and they go by the table and drop all the pebbles on the ground and they just eat it and they just go back in line.
This is Dean's mouthful. That's Dean's mouthful. And this is his other dog, Chloe's mouthful. All right, just want to get that clear.
Oh no,
And there it is.
and
This one.
Yeah.
and this is
My
like,
favorite one.
and this is Zoe's mouthful, the fat pug.
Oh, Zoe's the fattest. I thought Dean was.
No, Zoe's the fattest. She weighs like 30 pounds.
For a pug.
Yeah.
She
No,
is big.
and they're only supposed to weigh like 19 pounds or something like that.
Jeez.
They need to go on a diet.
Tell me about it.
So when my mom had 5 dogs, all of them had their own bowl. They were all in like a corner of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And Coco would get a full bowl. Ella would get a like half to a quarter bowl, and then Lucy would get a full, and Chloe would get a full, and then, well, she only ever had 4 at a time, and then what the fuck's was the new dog's name? I don't know. But she was like a puppy, and she would get a full bowl. But they all had their own bowl. It was like they never had one big bowl and shared.
My Nana has separate bowls for the dogs.
And they all had their own separate water bowls too.
That one's like that one's like a feeding trough when it comes to water.
Well, Coco and Ella always had the same water bowl because that's how they were the longest ones together.
So,
But Lucy had her own. Well, Lucy and Chloe shared because they were together for Mojay time and they got put together.
so speaking of water bowls, like a while ago, my mom used to buy purified water from the store and pour it in the water bowl.
Bro.
Oh my god.
No, someone says that I treat my dog wrong if I give him sink water.
No.
So then,
They throw up.
my dad even says like, bro, did you give Zoe sink water? Like, yeah.
What do you
He goes,
think they drank before?
he goes, bro, the fridge is right here. It's closer than the sink. You might as well just give her the fridge water.
Yeah, but that takes too long.
But it's like, it takes longer.
And what do they need filtered water for?
Well,
Take
the
them to
worst
a
thing
lake
is,
and they'll drink it.
Zoe eats her food and then like she'll pick it up and like chew it like this and then food will fall out of her mouth and it'll go in her fucking water bowl.
Yeah.
I'm like, so how is it cleaner anyway? Because she's just gonna get it dirty.
Especially when they like lick themselves down there and then go and lick the water, or if they eat shit and like drink the water.
The one thing about dogs' mouths are they're very like kind of like they're like a self-cleaning system. Their mouths are cleaner than your mouth. And anything's cleaner than Hunter's mouth.
Hey, family friendly.
But dogs like they clean like their mouth cleans itself basically.
How?
There's something in their saliva, like a bacteria in their saliva that kills germs and stuff. And that's why like when they like lick themselves, they're like kind of like cats, like giving themselves a bath.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why like they do that because like natural survival. Like,
Yeah.
And wildlife like wolves do that shit, and they all have a bacteria that kills germs and keeps them clean.
But their breath still stank.
I know their breath stinks. I think it's the bacteria. So.
Probably.
Hell, I find it funny how people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you leave
Well,
your dog
and they
like
get
outside,
cameras.
or feed your dog this, or feed your dog that." The fuck you think they ate when they were wolves?
Well, my dog was not a wolf.
Well, all dogs originated from wolves, and then
Yeah, I know. I'm just
you had that like scientist who was like, "You know what? Let's add this in there," and then got all those different breeds going.
I know.
Then they created a pug for
Right.
no reason.
Mine has so many problems now in her older age because she's a purebred.
Ooh, ooh, never get purebreds.
All my dogs are purebred.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why
look at-
Dean is Dean.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
See, having all those little dogs in my house makes me realize I don't want little dogs when I move out. I'm like, I'm getting a pit bull or a Rottweiler
Mine's gonna be a husky.
or
It's either gonna
a
be
German
husky or
Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
It's gonna be a big dog.
Mine's a German Shepherd or a husky, because a
I
husky is
wonder
very easy to, because they're so needy for like attention and like they get separation anxiety, that they're so easy to train to like be right at your side without a leash.
You gotta train them while they're
Yeah.
young, because if you don't train them,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
crazy.
German Shepherds are kind of the same way too, but
Yeah, that's why I
not
want
as
either a
much.
husky or a German
They
Shepherd.
don't have as much of a separation anxiety as a husky does, but they're very easy to train still.
Yeah.
Same with labs. They're
Yeah.
easy to train. I like golden retrievers, but they shit
Somebody
too much.
made a breed. It's a German Shepherd and Golden Retriever mix.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It looks fucking adorable.
Where did that go?
You lost my fucking pick. You better fucking find that shit.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like. You guys remember that book when we were kids? It was that teddy bear who like had a house and he did shit. And it was like winter time and he'd look out the window. And let me see if I can find it.
This just sounds like Hunter.
Did you have
There's a teddy bear, aka teddy bear, aka Hunter, that has hair all over his body and refuses to trim any. And it's winter time. He loves the cold. He does shit in his house. God knows what Hunter does in his house. Only God knows. Some of the stuff cannot be public. And he looks out his window. He does that pretty often too. So pretty much, Hunter is this book. How often did he read this book?
Did you have imaginary friends when you were younger?
No, because I always made friends with other people.
Well, I don't know. He took long road trips, so probably.
I would sleep on those road trips, or I asked my dad, what's that? Can we go here? Wave as you go by. Aww. I think it was called like the Teddy Bear book.
No,
it was in overalls.
When I was going on road trips, my dad would be like, "They're closed," but it's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
The sun's still out.
The sign says open.
Or my dad would always be like, I'd be like, "Hey, can we go to McDonald's?" He'd be like, "Yeah, sure." So we're passing it, and I was like, "I thought you said we could go," and he was like, "Yeah, we're here, but wave as you go by." Man, I don't. Or the
I would rephrase it. Can we get McDonald's?
or the classic. Oh, we got food at home.
Yeah, that's what my dad would say.
I'm starting to learn that now and be like, yeah, I do have food at home. It's like, Chipotle, or should I go to Swenson's? Me in the back of my head. You don't need to spend money. You got food at home. My food at home. Toast.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't have food at home. My parents are never home. They're always working. So
Me too.
We don't even buy groceries anymore. I swear to God.
Yeah, because my stepdad, he pretty much goes to the store like every day to go get the food. So.
No, we don't
have
even
food at
cook
home.
dinner at home. Like, it's to the level that they're working from 9 a.m. to like midnight. Like.
Yeah. So when my parents are out of town, I'm screwed. That's when I go and buy food. I'm like, so what do I want today? Do I want to hang out with some friends and go to like Applebee's, or do I want to just go to Taco Bell?
This man's on that fancy like fucking diet.
I'm over here like,
Fancy like
Which-
Applebee's.
I'm over here like,
Take Applebee's for an upgrade.
I'm over here like, should I defrost some meat or just go with some eggs for breakfast or for dinner?
You know you can like plan that out before you go to work and like set out the meat to defrost during the day.
Yeah.
That's what most human beings in the world do. Even when I was hunting, like we'd be like, all right, we're gonna have burgers later, but I want to go in the woods now, so I'm gonna put out the meat now to start defrosting in the camper while it's being heated. Like, so that sat out, and then when we got back out of the woods, it was already defrosted to put on the grill. Like how most people work. You'll learn one day, honey.
What?
You'll learn.
What is Hunter even looking up?
I'm trying to find that fucking book.
Oh yeah, we're like 9 subjects past that.
Yeah, and it's about time for me to go to bed.
Me 3.
All right. Well, as Hunter looks for that book, and he'll tell you guys on the next podcast,
And,
I'm going to end it here.
and since I got cut off earlier, dog I want to get when I finally move out. Is a
all right.
German
Thank
Shepherd
you.
or a Husky.
Have a great rest of your day.
So as I was saying, I want to get a German Shepherd or a Husky. I don't know. I might get both, but I'm gonna end it here for us.
Hold on. No. It's my turn.
It was great having you guys in. Hope you listened all the way through. Catch you next week.
All right. Have a good one. You know, it was good doing this podcast thing again.
Look, you're spiking the levels. We're gonna have to
I don't care.
reshoot everything
All right.
now.
It was good seeing you guys.
See you next week.
Jordan's gonna
call us out this week because he's never done it. All right, here you go, Jordan. What?
Say goodbye.
See you guys next time.